Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. By the title, I'm pretty sure you know where we are and what we're doing. So here it is, my first wild camp.
I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Nelson Mandela.
Feeling quite vulnerable. Virtually a whiteout.
The journey I have taken getting here has been one of doubt, worry, apprehension and fear. It has taken every little ounce of courage to get to this point. Wild camping for me, like many others, is an extremely daunting prospect that takes one hell of a leap of faith. The vast wilderness that is the mountains can make you feel extremely vulnerable and exposed. The what-ifs, the maybes, the buts. Well, I am here to face those fears head-on and conquer that huge obstacle which has weighed so heavy for so long.
Bless it. I've decided I'm not going to go up there pouring down outside, and you know, it's a complete whiteout out here. So there we go, tents up. I've just stopped for a minute. Carrying one of these uphill is a lot harder than a day sack. Bloody hell, I'm knackered. And I think that's partly because of the emotional strains that you're under. You know, first time, you know, the uncertainties, the worries, you know, where am I going to camp? You know, all those things bother you, and you just want to get to where you want to be as quickly as you can, but it doesn't work like that. You know, you need to stop, be kind to yourself, just gather your thoughts, gather yourself, calm yourself, you know, and just enjoy it, I think. That's what I'm trying to do anyway. But, you know, it's a big, big battle. But I've just stopped, I'm admiring this view. And give myself 10 minutes because that thing weighs a bloody ton. But yeah, I'm going to have to address that, I think. And see what I use and what I don't use. But that needs to be lighter, because I can't carry that every time, it's too much. So yeah, see you in a bit.
Still each breath. There are several milestones we mark in life. Births, christenings, weddings and funerals. But it's the milestones we mark for ourselves that make the difference. It's the stops along the journey that determine our future. Give me time here. Give me time. 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 Give me
freeze bitter sky. You won't find me. You won't find me.
Hey, climbed a bit more, that was hard work. There's Stickle Pike, Harrison Stickle Loft Cry, Havyard, where we were last week. I'll pop a link up here for that one. We're heading up there, so I think that's the summit of Pike and Blisco. We'll see, eh? But I am bloody knackered. This pack is far too heavy, and yeah, so yeah, let's crack on. I've decided I'm not going to go up there. My legs are buckling a bit. That pack is far too heavy. But you learn by mistakes, don't you? You know, if you don't learn from them, then what's the point? So yeah, I made the mistake of the pack's far too heavy. So I'm not going to make it up there. It's like I said, my legs are weak now. So I found this lovely little spot here, which I think will be perfect, overlooking Side Pike, the Langdale Pike, Treacle Crags and both fell over there. So I'll get the sunrise in the morning at least, if the weather's fine anyway. So yeah, we're going to stop here, and this is where I'm going to camp.
Little did I know, it would be the longest night of my life.
So there we go, tent's up. It's the OEX Fox 2. Cheap and cheerful, 79 quid, go outdoors. I also have the Fox 1. I'll just take a picture of that one here. It's a smaller version of this, obviously. But, you know, I'll probably use that on other expeditions. Right, so this is it. My little home for the, for the night. Yeah, it's quite cosy in here. First aid kit. I'm getting a bit of a headache, so take some painkillers. Yeah, so I'm going to get this squared away, get all my bedding in, get everything set up, ready to go, and then we can chill out for a bit, I think. Yeah, good plan. Right, well, we're almost set up. I've just got my sleeping bag to get out now. I've just made a brew. I'll sit down, well, I've obviously sat down, so I'm just going to drink this and just relax and take it all in, really. On an emotional level, feeling quite vulnerable, to be honest. Up here, I mean, as beautiful as this is, and it is, it's stunning. But yeah, feeling vulnerable. But first night jitters, I would imagine. You know, it's something different, something new. You know, you're not used to being back in, you know, four walls. But I know, you know, mistakes have been made. And my rucksack's far too big, far too heavy. And it's not sustainable over long distance. You know, because, you know, I've got plans of what I want to do this year, and that's just not going to work. I mean, it's the Osprey Atmos. Osprey Atmos 65. No, and I thought it would be an ideal rucksack. Maybe it is, but at the moment it's just too heavy. You know, maybe it's just all the crap I'm putting in it. But I think whatever I don't use, I'll certainly consider not bringing next time and try and lighten this load, because there's no way I'm getting up these mountains with that thing. Not a chance in hell. Because like I said, my legs are buckling and I was really struggling. So that's something to bear in mind. Don't bring too much kit. Tent wise, this is all right. I mean, it's a bit cramped in here. You know, once I get that in here as well, you know, there's not much room for anything else. So, you know, and headroom, you know, there isn't much. You know, there's not much to sit up in. Now, I do have another tent. It's a 2-man by a company called Forsat. If I can find one, I'll pop a picture here, let you have a look at it. I was thinking about considering bringing that one. Now, I originally thought that would be too big, but with the acres of room inside, then, you know, the pack's actually the same size as this one. So I'll certainly consider bringing that. It's also freestanding as well. So, so yeah, I'll consider bringing that one next time. So, well, we'll see how this one goes first. But I'm going to sit and have this brew and, you know, just chill and try and ground myself. Because at the moment I'm just up in the air. I just need to ground myself, calm myself down, and focus on what I can see, what I can touch, what I can smell, and, you know, and take it from there. So, so yeah, see you in a bit. Actually looks quite cool from up here, this tent. Bless it. It's not a bad view up here, is it? It's beautiful. Now we can't see Crinkle Crags or Bowfell or any of those up there. Pike Blisco's covered in clouds, so I'm glad I didn't go up there. The Langdale pikes where we were last weekend. Yeah, beautiful. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. I've got a brew, tent set up. God, that wind's cold. But yeah, let's see how the night pans out. So I will see you later. I've had a brew. I'm in the tent because it's raining outside at the moment. But we're all right. We're good. Yeah, we're doing all right. Got my pillow done. I got this pillow on Amazon. It's got a proper fluffy cover on it, so it'll do. There's a pillow built into this mattress, which I also got on Amazon. And it's actually really comfy at the moment. My sleeping bag is let me just grab it for you. It's the Berghaus Transition 200. Its comfort rating is 5 degrees, limit 0 and extreme -15. It's fully synthetic. It's a 3-season one. There you go. I got this from Blacks, so I'll give that a go. I mean, it said it's going to get down to about 7 degrees tonight, but yeah, we'll give that a go. I've also got a hot water bottle. So I mean, a lot of people say when you make your food, you know, just put it in your jacket to get your core temperature. But I thought, you know, for a couple of quid from Home Bargains, you know, just before I go to bed, fill this obviously with hot water and just whack it in my sleeping bag, and then it's nice and toasty when I get in it. So yeah, that should alleviate any cold. And then in the morning, if it's cold, you know, I can also, you know, do the same thing, just whack this in my jacket just to warm up, because we all know that when you get cold, your morale goes down. You know, and I'm trying my best to keep morale up. I mean, that cup of coffee certainly helped. So yeah, that's another one. And I've also got my heated jacket as well, which is battery powered. It's a body warmer, so I'm going to put that on tonight when I get into bed. And then if I get cold, I'll just switch it on and keep warm. So yeah, I've also got my my head torch. This is a band one. So you switch it on, and then you switch on the sorry if that's blinding you, but it works on swipe hands, so you know, so you can switch it on and on by just moving it. And yeah, so that would just, you know, it's a stretchy band, so yeah, that just sticks on my head like that. So then yeah, I'll switch it on and then I can just do that with it and be able to see. So yeah, so that's that. Again, I got this off Amazon. So that's that. Food wise, what have I got food wise? For tonight's dinner, which we'll do later on, but I've got everything in these dry bags. So for dinner tonight, we've got these Adventure Foods pasta carbonara. So I'm going to have that. And my daughter Erica will be annoyed because I've got the boil in the bag sticky toffee pudding for after. Again, food, it keeps your morale up. So that's dehydrated. This is boil in the bag. So that's that. But the water I use for boiled that bag, I'll put in my hot water bottle, so we're not wasting anything. And then for breakfast in the morning, I've got this Expedition breakfast. Again, you can either have these hot or cold, but I'm going to have this warm in the morning, I think. Again, it'll boost morale. So that's that. Snacks wise, my mum, thanks mum, got me a cream egg, so I'll be eating that later. And I've also got these this nut sort of trail mix, really. It's just something to chew on later on. Again, you know, I said, you know, you've got something to chew on, a few snacks, it keeps your morale up. So that's that. And the rest of it's just, oh, and I've also got these Frosties cereal bars as well. Just have in the morning if I want, you know, if I feel a little bit more hungry. And yeah, as usual, where is it? What I usually do on my videos, I've got my Nutri-Grain bars as well. So that's that. So that's plenty of food up here. I've got a 2-litre bottle of water, plus I've got this as well. Now this is the by a company called Water to Go. Now these water bottles have got a built-in water filter, which is that. So you just fill it up from any stream or river or whatever, and there's your filter, and then you can just drink directly from it or use it for whatever you want to. So yeah, I got this from, well, my darling wife bought me this for my birthday. So it's by Water to Go. You can get them from Blacks. I think they're about 30 quid, the initial bottle. And then you can get packs of filters, 3 filters, which are about 22 quid or something. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I've obviously got my Downs jacket for later on if I get cold. This is probably too much, but I've got my wash kit with me. I've got baby powder in there as well for my feet. Because when you're out doing expeditions or whatever, you know, the most important part of your body is your feet. So I'll get my socks off, put some powder on them, put my fresh socks on, my bed socks, and I'll be right for the night then. Obviously got everything else in there, you know, a shower gel, which I probably won't use, but I've got a cloth as well, and some baby wipes as well, which are good for freshening up. My wife's idea, by the way, bring some baby wipes to wash instead of other stuff. So yeah, I've got that. And yeah, so that's my wash kit. And obviously got spare clothes as well. Because it's winter, well, it's March the 18th today. So, you know, it's going to be still a little bit cold. So I've got extra layers in that bag. So yeah, that's pretty much my setup. I've told you about my rucksack. That's, like I said, it's the Osprey Atmos 65. It's a new range this year. It was 239 quid it was, but it's a brilliant piece of kit. And yeah, I've also got my first aid kit in there, like I showed you earlier, and a few other bits. So yeah, so that's it. So I'm going to wait for this rain to stop so I can get back outside. And oh yeah, of course I've got this as well, which is which is a pump. I'm sure people have, you know, shown all these on videos before, but it's a little pump. Blows it up, and it's also a light. Your finger on it, low light, middle light, full light, and off. And obviously I can hang that up there, so when I'm reading later I've got a light on and I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, so I will see you later. Right, just looking out the tent at the moment. Oh, there we go, virtually a whiteout. So I shan't be going out there yet, but we'll have a look later. Right, it's 5:45. Sun will be going down soon, but it's pouring down outside, and you know, it's a complete whiteout out here. So I'm stuck in my tent, unfortunately, tonight. But never mind. There'll be other opportunities to get sunsets and whatnot, but I'm just in my sleeping bag now because it's gone a bit cold. I'm going to put my tea on soon. Yeah, and get that down my neck. I'm not going to bother filming it. It's pointless. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm stuck in here. But I'd rather have this, have this kind of experience, you know, with the bad weather,
so that then when it comes to going out again, you know, when it's a bit better weather, I think we'll appreciate it more. You know, baptism by fire, well, by rain, is probably, you know, a good idea. So yeah, not much else to tell you. I'm all right. I've just got another brew on, and I've got a film to watch. So I'm going to stick that on. I've also brought my book, so I'm going to have a read of that as well, and chill out for the rest of the night. So unfortunately, I can't get any nighttime footage really, because let's say it's a whiteout out there. But we're all right. Morale's still up. Yeah, I'm a little bit fed up, but you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you know, we're out. We're in the tent. We're wild camping in a beautiful spot when you can see it. So yeah, you know, we're here for the experience, and yeah, and that's it. So if I don't do any more filming tonight, I will see thee in the morning, all being well. So see you later. 6:25 now, and still stuck in my tent. I'm not enjoying this at all. I'm trying to think happy thoughts and trying to stay positive and trying to be kind to myself, you know, and stay grounded, and you know, and just realize, you know, the reasons why I'm here. You know, the weather doesn't help, of course. You know, it's your first time doing this as well, and you know, and I'm not enjoying it yet. You know, it's going to go dark shortly, and then I'm stuck in here then. Well, I've been stuck in here all afternoon really, and you know, I'm just hoping I get through the next few hours, and you know, get through the night to the morning. I mean, the weather's not improving. See, the weather wasn't supposed to be like this. You know, if I'd known it was going to be like this, I would never have come. But I'm here now, and I'm just going to have to try and, you know, muscle through it, and you know, just get on with it. I haven't eaten yet. I don't feel like eating at the moment. You know, my appetite's gone, and you know, I'm just left with my own thoughts, and that's probably not necessarily a good thing, to be left with your own thoughts, because your mind wanders and plays tricks on you, and you know, you start drifting into places you don't want to go. So you know, I'm going to stick it out. I have to. You know, for myself, I've got to stay. You know, I can't just pack up and run away, because you run away now, you always will, and you know, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to stay grounded, stay calm, and just try and get through it. So I'll talk to you in a bit. It's properly dark outside now. I've just been outside, and that wind is icy cold. So I didn't stay out there long. I was hoping to get some nice footage tonight, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. But yeah, you know, we're in the tent. You know, I've got my heated jacket on now, which is under here somewhere, and obviously my soft shell jacket on as well, just to stay warm. You know, because there's nothing worse than, you know, when you start getting cold, morale starts dropping, and you know, you start panicking, and you start having a bit of a shit experience, and I don't want that. You know, I don't want this to put me off. I know there's a lot of people that do wild camping videos, and it's all positive stuff, and you know, sunsets, sunrises, and you know, and everything else, but you know, there's not much honesty out there about, you know, new people who are new to it. You know, and how difficult it is, and how much it, you know, bothers you mentally and emotionally. I had a bit of a panic earlier on, and you know, and I was getting quite emotional. You know, and I'm worried, and you know, and all these thoughts started banging through my head, and I just had to sort of stop myself and say, look, come on, calm yourself down. You're all right.
I mean, yeah, it's windy outside, yeah, it's raining, but, you know, your tent's fine, you're warm enough, you know where you are, and, you know, just calm yourself down. And, you know, and I'm all right at the moment. I'm still a bit, you know, on the edge at the moment, but, you know, earlier on I felt like packing up and going, but then I thought, if I do that, then where does that leave me? It'll leave me disappointed, you know, thinking, should be, you know, well, what should I have done? You know, ifs, whats and maybes, and, you know, I'd have been so disappointed in myself, and, you know, and I need to fight through it. You know, those people out there who think, you know, what's the big deal? But, you know, to other people who have, you know, mental health issues and stuff, struggle with anxiety, you know, your mind seriously plays tricks on you. And, you know, you start banging all these scenarios out in your head, and all these demons start coming out in your head. You know, and you start worrying and flapping and everything else. And what if this happens? What if that happens? And, you know, you've just got to sort of pull yourself back and stop. But it's not easy. So, you know, so that wind's kicking up again. So I've done that, and I'm all right for now. It's just gone 7 o'clock. I'm going to get a brew on in a minute. You know, do something constructive. You know, do something that I can control. And making a brew is that thing. So I'm going to do that, and I will talk to you in a bit. Hey, it's 11 o'clock and this wind is horrendous. I've just checked it and it's 45 mile per hour winds up here. This was never predicted, and I'm just a little bit concerned and a bit worried at the moment. So I've made a brew. So I'm going to drink that and, you know, try and ride out this storm. I think can you hear that? It's absolutely awful up here. This wasn't predicted. If I'd have known, I would never have come up. So I think lesson learned. Oh, good morning. It is 20 to 6. There's a glimmer of sunlight out there just at the base of the clouds. There's not much, but it's definitely there. What a bloody night that was. Measured it at just under 50 mile an hour winds last night when I took the wind meter out there. But that has to be probably the longest night of my bloody life. But yeah, the birds are singing. It's starting to come daylight. We've made it through the night, and we've conquered our first wild camp. Get in. Right, guys. Pretty much packed up inside the tent, but I just want to say that thing performed absolutely beautifully last night. What a perfect little tent for that kind of weather. You know, I mean, it took everything Mother Nature threw at it, and it's still standing. So, you know, I can't fault it. Absolutely brilliant. So it's now 6:30. I'm going to get the tent down and start getting back down off this hill. So I'll see you in a bit. So there we are, all packed away. My little home for the night was there. Leave no trace, take your rubbish home, make it look like you were never there.
Being here amongst these mountains makes you feel so small and insignificant. However, you feel humbled honoured and blessed to be surrounded by what is nature at its very best. From the exposed crowds to the mountain summits to the much sought after spectacle that is the sunset. And there is only one way to experience all of this, by being here alone. What has this experience meant for me? What did I want to achieve from it? I have dreamt and fantasized about this for far too long. It has been a journey, years in the making. However, it has been something that has been just out of reach.
Our path continues up, drops down here and then back up the other side over there. Beautiful view of Side Pike there. Always hold memories for me, all that. Some lovely views there. Pike of Blisco, Crinkle Crags. There's the band, Bowfell still in the clouds. And there's all the Langdale pikes. There's Side Pike, and we're continuing down this path here.
What have I learned from it? I have learned more about myself in the last 18 hours than I have over the last year. Nature really is where I am meant to be. This experience has tested my resolve on so many levels. As Henry Miller said, every man has his own destiny. The only imperative is to follow it, accept it, no matter where it leads him. This has thrown open so many doors for me now. The feelings I have right now and last night, I want more of. With the overwhelming support I have received from my family, I have conquered an obstacle that has weighed so heavily on me for so long. But the feeling of liberation is overwhelming. This is one experience I will never forget, because here is where my next journey began.
What have I learnt on this experience? Well, there's lots, to be fair. I've learnt how to cope with a bloody wind. And you know, I'm more resilient than I thought I was, because there's so many fears coming up here. I mean, you know, the natural ones that you'd expect, and then to add that weather on as well was just, you know, it's just a powder keg. And luckily I didn't hit the touch paper, and we managed to get through it by just, you know, rationalising everything, keeping myself calm, you know, talking to myself, and ringing my wonderful wife. She's been a fabulous support. You know, she's been amazing last night. She was always on the phone till God knows what time in the morning, just, you know, reassuring me, you know, speaking such a lovely calm voice, and, you know, telling me why I'm doing this. And, you know, she's been absolutely amazing. So thank you, sweetheart, and I love you for that. I really do. But yeah, I mean, going dark so early as well, you know, 6:20 last night, and that in itself makes it hard work, because you're spending longer time in your tent. I mean, because of the weather, I was in my tent a good 14-15 hours, and it's not ideal. Just a case of trying to occupy yourself, and I think you learn a lot about yourself, about your environment that you're in. You know, how can you do things better in your tent, and what things to bring, what things to leave behind, you know, to make the experience better. Now, I know in the summer it'd be different, because you can sit outside for longer. Well, this time of year you're trapped. So overall, it's been an experience. It has. It's been hard work, both physically, mentally. I said I got very little sleep last night, and, you know, I feel physically weak, but got to keep going. Right, guys, car's just over there, a couple of 100 yards now. So I think I'll end the video here. If you made it this far, thank you so much for getting to this point. I know it's not been a great wild camping video, but can't be helped. Had a lot going on, so hopefully the next one will be better. Please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you're new to the channel, and thank you so much for watching. And yeah, leave us a comment, tell me your thoughts, and I will see you next time. So take care, and bye bye.